So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing more about generational issues or foundational issues, or will I say powers of foundation or generational powers. Now, sometimes when it comes to this particular topic, a lot of people are really making mistake in this issue, and that is why you see that somebody will be in a situation without knowing the cause of what he or she is going through, and the person will keep doing the wrong thing at a time without getting results. The person will pray, the person will try many spiritual tips, yet it will not work for the person. Why? Because that person was unable to discover or was unable to find out the cause or whatever, or what is it that exactly what he or she is going through. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing more light on this, the power of foundation or the power of generational issues. Now, this will make you to know exactly what you are going through, if it's as a result of spiritual issues or as a result of foundational powers. So if you want to know more about this, please do keep watching while I share with you. You're welcome back again to my channel. If you are new, thank you very much for joining. I greet you depending on where you are watching me from and exactly when you see this video. You are highly welcome to my channel or to my page. My name is Promise, in case if you want to know my name. I share about the spiritual tips and health tips, how to use natural things for these uses. So if you find it helpful and you want to know more, please do subscribe and don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you'll always be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back today. I love you and stay blessed. Now, somebody asked me a question and she said, Lady P, how do I discover, or what is the meaning, or can you please share more deeply meaning of the power of foundation or the power of generational issues following many people or different people? Now, why I said in the beginning of this video that the reason that a lot of people are going through some particular thing consistently or doing the wrong thing at the wrong time is because they was unable to. So guys, in this, there is some that their own is as a result of ancestral powers, what their forefathers have committed. Maybe it can cause them rising and falling, it can cause them disappointments, it can cause them marking time in life. Now, in this case, there is also foundational problems or foundational powers that has to do, there is some good one and there is some bad one. Yes. Now, there is some families that when you go into the family, they will tell you that, oh, this family, from their lineage, they are all wealthy. That is power of foundation. So this is inherited. They inherited this from their family foundation, being wealthy, being successful, being famous, or knowing them for a particular thing. There is some family that when you enter, they will say, oh, this particular family, they are good in using herbs to kill people, to cure people. All right, that is what they inherited. That is also called power of foundation or spiritual meaning of foundation. That is what I'm talking about. There is some that their own is like, I'm talking about the bad side, which mostly everybody are going through because as a result of what our forefathers committed. There is some that maybe the forefather, they have an agreement with a deity, they have agreement with some powers, and now finally the person that had that agreement with that particular deity or power are no more. Now the power has to, because this has to do with the lineage, because it has to do with the connection of that person. So anybody that comes from the person's lineage automatically be connected to that, which can lead to either suffering, can lead to either sickness, sudden death, and all that. I've seen a family that when you say, they will say, oh, this family, they always died of diabetes. You understand? Yes. And when you trace their lineage, you will discover that their forefathers died of diabetes, their mothers died of diabetes, this person died of diabetes, and this person died of diabetes. So you know that this thing is a lineage. There is some family that when you ask of them, they'll say, oh, this particular family or this particular lineage, they are always going through this ashima or ashmatic or whatever it's called. And you discover that when you see somebody suffering from that, when you go to the hospital, they will ask you, did anybody in your family suffering from this? Now that particular thing goes from lineage. It goes from the family powers. Now I'm talking about the marine aspect of it. Now there is some families that their forefathers or their people had an agreement with marine powers. All right. Now, unfortunately, or those people that had that agreement is gone. Now, you see those people coming in contact with that marine power. Not that because they committed something that made them to come in line with it. Not that they have been the one that did something that made them to be connected to that. No. But because of this is as a result of family foundation, something that has been before their existence. So they have to connect. That's why sometimes you see that their problem is a marine power. They have been suffering from marine spirits. Alright? Not actually them committed it. This is a family power. What I'm trying to explain is because some people, you don't do the wrong thing at a time and you want to get a result. You don't do things because Mr. B is doing. You don't do something because Mr. C is doing. That is why you see you posted a particular recipe. 10 people did it, 5 testify. They will be like, oh, let's be, I did it, it worked for me. 5 might not be, it might not work for 5 because the cases are different. The problems are different. What they are going through are different. It's not actually the same. So that's why you don't be discouraged. Even when you are praying on your own, you don't be tired of praying. Alright, so that is just it. There is some, that's why I say when you heard about family foundation, a lot of people were thinking about the bad side. There is also the good side. The bad side, there is some family that when you go into, they will tell you all the ladies in this family, they don't get married. They will stay in their father's house 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, nobody gets married. At worst, anybody that will see that have gotten married, nothing will be done on the person's head. And when you trace it to the lineage, you will discover that this is what everybody that comes under that lineage has passed through. That is family foundation. Alright? Now, there is some family as well that they are very wealthy, yes. When you come to the family, you have a business with them. Maybe you see somebody that will do a little business with them, their own will blows up. They will make money, things will be working for them. They didn't do the ritual, they didn't go to any native doctor, they didn't acquire any power. But this is something that they inherited from their family foundation. So that's why I mostly tell you most of my video that you don't compete destiny. And our background are very, very different. And let me tell you, to be honest, in every family there is somebody that is made to break the yoke in the family. It might be you, it might be me. That is why you keep pushing. That is why you keep pressing the button. That is why you keep praying. You keep practicing the things you know that is going to liberate your life. Okay? So not that when you heard about that, somebody was telling me like spiritual marriage. Yes, there is so many ways, spiritual spans, there is so many ways to connect it. We have 4 elements. Earth, we have 4 elements: land, sea, water, and air, and fire. Sorry. All right. Now there is so many ways people connect with this, not only from the water. Sometimes there is a lot of people that maybe when their forefathers or when their aged people, they were looking for a child or a particular thing is happening to them, they go to a particular place. It can be a tree, it can be anything, and make a vow. If you do this and do that for me, and this thing happen, all of a sudden the thing happens. And maybe you as a person, you come in a picture on that particular covenant and you are automatically married to that spirit. So it's left to you to fight for your freedom. It's left to you to say no, that I am not comfortable with this. And you start fighting for it. But you don't give up. You need to be consistent. You need to be persistent. You need to add more fire to your life. You need to be a praying type. You need to try so many things. Good things for you to be liberated. Not actually you are the one that committed. Why I'm trying to say this, because somebody asked this question. There is some family that you will come to, believe you me, when you come in a family that there's a lot of people, there will be up to 30 people in a family. Nobody can boost up anything. When something happens, nobody can say, okay, I can comfortably bring that particular thing. And there is some family that their forefathers or their generations has paid a price for them. What is the price? There is some family that things are working for them. That is as a result of a price paid by their forefathers. Not that they bring money and pay. No, it can be as a result of their good deed. It can be as a result of the truthful life they lived. It can be as a result of how they helped people. It can be as a result of the way they worship God. It can be as a result of they always be at peace. They always be at a good lane with everybody. When you fall into the family, things will be working for you. You do business, it will be working. You thought it's maybe no. This is because of the grace that fall under that foundation that you are experiencing. There are as well some families that maybe their forefathers, they are very wicked. They killed a lot of people. They shed an innocent blood. They did one thing or the other and all of that. Unfortunately, you fall into the family. You tried everything. The blood of people that was killed is speaking on that lineage, in that foundation. And it makes it very hard for the person to push through. It makes it very hard for that person to achieve success. Not actually the person contacted that on himself. This is as a result of power of foundation. Something they have poured into. Something they have come in contact with. Something they have born into. Alright? So there is so many ways. When you heard about power of foundation or spiritual foundational causes, foundational problems, so most times we always focusing on the bad side of it. There is also the good one. Like I told you now, there is a family that when you come, they will say, oh, these people, their forefather is a very nice person. You cannot see a bad thing and cover it. Or you understand? You cannot, and you see things will be working for them as a result of that. This is those things they inherited it, the good things that their forefather did, and some are inheriting the bad side. Some our forefathers went to a deity, they went to some powers, acquire power for power and all that, and now they are gone. As you're a human being that came into the world to start up your life, those powers start tormenting you. Those powers being a hindrance, those powers being a blockage to your success. So what you need to do is to just sit down and ask a question. Sit down and pray. If you can pray, pray. Tell God to reveal more about the power of your foundation. Know what that power is and deal with it. You will surely break through. So there is so many mystery that behind this. I will share with you in my next video. I don't really want this video to be too long. Alright? So I'm going to share with you. There is so many natural ways. Added it with your prayers. You can liberate yourself no matter what power that it is. But this will be very easy for you when you discovered the power of your own foundation. By the time you discover that power, then you go through to deal it with a particular thing or a particular requirement for that, or for a particular prayer point or prayer instrument that needed for that, and you break through. That's why I tell you that a lot of people sometimes they're doing the right thing at the wrong time, or they're doing the good thing in a bad time. So you don't say because, oh, I did this person have done it. There is a lot of people that they will prepare, they travel abroad, they have the same document, they have the same everything. Some will pass through, some will not. Alright, so you don't compete destiny, because we come from different lineage, because we come from different foundation. Your foundation is not mine. What I am going through as a result of my own foundation might not be what you are going through as your own foundation, and definitely what worked for me might not be something that worked for you. What that liberated me may not be something that liberated you. So every individual have their own power, foundational power, and the thing that needed for the person to do to break through. So in my next video, I'm going to share more about this, the deep mystery or history, and the things you do if you fall in any of these. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me if you have not done that, so you don't miss out to this topic, because 99% of what people are going through is as a result of the power from the foundation. Thank you all for watching, and I pray for whatever that it is that you are falling to, God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth, will deliver you and see you through. Stay blessed wherever you are, and see you in my next word. Bye.